packing paper. Shelf could be cleaned up, I suppose. Not really my cup of tea for the warehouse. I'm not really into plastic shelves. Oh wow, looks like the truck crushed that piece of metal into the pavement there. It's pretty impressive. Came right out though. I'm gonna turn the camera off for a minute, grab this packing paper. Some more totes in here, but I don't really need totes without lids right now. I need totes with lids. I got plenty without. My next target is over there with this guy in this green car. He's just sitting there. I don't know what that's all about. Okay. Well, rather than make the same video 3 times in a row, I'm gonna go over to some new territory that I've never filmed before. I got the Cranbrook out again today. My bike is done. They called me Friday, today's Sunday, but I haven't had a chance to go over there and pick it up yet. It's Sunday morning, it's almost 9:30. It's 41 degrees outside and sunny. A little bit of wind, as you can see from the flag there. How they fixed that junction box thingy there. So anyway, I'm going over to an apartment complex that I've never filmed before, and it's going to be probably about a 15 minute ride, kind of a longer ride on this slow bike. So I'm going to turn the camera off, turn it back on when I get there. This hill's going to be fun on the single speed coming back. They never look very steep on the GoPro. It's quite a climb though. If I recall correctly, there are 7 dumpsters in this complex. Usually go to the far side here and start, and work my way back. Kind of vintage toy there. It's kind of vintagey. Wheel's broken. It's definitely broken. That has don't really mess with toys too much. I just accidentally sold a $50 toy truck and a lot of vintage items that I sold for $25 free shipping. I usually don't drop the ball in my research that hard, but it happens from time to time. Surely this isn't a vintage bike that somebody's throwing out. It's a vintage Murray. This saddle looks really nice, and I think I might come back and get this in my car, assuming this is trash, which I think it is since it's right next to the dumpster. Wired. Let's take a look at that just for myself. See how the Silicon Valley elite view the world these days. Been trying to read more print lately, stay off my phone as much as possible, stay off the internet. I'm gonna come back to that in my car later. Did I look in there? I don't think I looked in this one. I just read a cool book on bike culture. It's called Bike Tribes. It's about all the sort of different categories or tribes of cyclists. It's kind of interesting, you know, from like a sociological perspective. I don't know if those are aluminum or steel, but I don't have my tote, so steel anyway. Packing paper, and I'm probably good on packing paper right now. Like, I'm gonna go over there for a second. Here's something else metal in there. Oh, that's more of those pieces of pipe. Steel pipe for that awning or whatever it is. As to what's in this Walmart box, nothing but packing paper. Okay, I'm moving on. Moving on. And then I got two more business-related books. I just started one. It's called 401 Questions Every Entrepreneur Should Ask, or something like that. And so far it's been really interesting. Looks like it gets a little dry and boring kind of later on. Another one of those awnings. They must be replacing these everywhere. Awnings or umbrellas or whatever it is. Getting in my way. Whatever else is going on here. Certificate of Achievement, unused. There's some stuff in there, but I can't really get to it. have been trying to brainstorm on ways to turn what I do into a scalable business model. What I do, I wonder what would happen if I hired 5 people. You know, if I could get to the point where I had one person doing every aspect of what I do full time, like, would I make 5 times the money, or would there be like a synergistic effect that happens once you start increasing your productivity like that, like an exponential effect, where instead of making 5 times the money, I would be making like 20 times the money, just because of the other factors at play involved with increasing productivity on that kind of level. Found some good stuff last time I was here. Hoping that trend would continue. PS4 box. Possibly a sellable item. That's about all I can work with here. Essentially 5 components to what I do. One is sourcing. 2 is processing, which would be like cleaning, testing, and repair. Well, first researching the item, see if it's even worth selling. Then cleaning, testing, and repair as needed. 3rd component would be photography, listing, photography and listing, and then shipping. Is that 4 or 5? Sourcing, processing, processing, listing, shipping. So 4. If I had 4 full-time employees doing that. And what if that became a scalable thing that I could do in every little town around here? I wish there was some way to like computer model that, you know? There's something in here. I see a pan at least. Oh, we already checked this one, but I did not see that pan. What is that? Check it twice. There's no way to really repair that. It looks old to me. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off and head over back to Industrial Park World. So this is climbing on a single-speed beach cruiser with a heavy crosswind. Good times. I'm gonna have to stand up most of the way. Feeling it. Levels out for a minute now. And I got another climb. It's about just as steep, maybe steeper. That's a workout. Some good cardio to start the day. This is great weather for this. It's the best. A lot of glass can go around. This field of glass. It's not the field of dreams. Myself a penny. Penny. Farkle. I have done something perhaps to displease the dumpster gods. Past few videos have been pretty lame. I'm sorry about that, guys. My best find past 2 weeks. Well, there was one particular cache of vintage items, that house clean out that's been going on for the past few weeks, and I've been getting a lot of vintage items from there. All kinds of things, tools, photographs, home decor items, artwork, old vintage like 70s like educational materials. There's a piece of rebar back there. I was thinking about grabbing it, but whatever. It's not going to do a whole lot to my next steel run either way. That's about... Oh, there's some nice bubble wrap. That's cool. Take it. Take that. There's a little moisture on it. It'll dry out. Looks clean. Let's see what else is in here. There's a lot of pointy, sharp things to run a tire over in this area. Got a lot of fluorescent bulbs in here that I don't want to break. I don't know what that was. That's just like a lot of bulbs and a lot of cardboard tubes. Trash. Piece of bubble wrap. It's been a slow eBay week too. This weekend, last time I checked, this morning, I had 4 orders. I usually ship between 10 and 15 items on a weekend, on Mondays. So Looking like it's gonna be a light shipping day for me tomorrow. Oh, anyway, the other good scavenge I had, in addition to all those cool items that I found, and that's where that truck came from too that I dropped the ball on, that I sold for like, you know, 15 bucks instead of 50. Actually less than that, since it was like in a lot of vintage items that I only made like 15 bucks on. Like little small trinkets, like some vintage incomplete like game pieces, and just a couple other like some marbles and a couple little odds and ends. I wanted to leave a little meat on the bone for whoever bought it so they could resell it. It's like a wholesale lot. It's kind of like the whole point. I got it for free, so it's all profit to me, but I definitely wish I would have looked up that truck. It was just one of those times where I was in like a listing frenzy and just like trying to get as much stuff listed as possible, and I had this box, all these like little items that were piling up, with the intention of making a box lot out of them, and I just never really checked what's in that EOP box so I can reach it. Foam. Great. Great. Oh, there's someone working over there today. I'll have to come back to this complex later. Looks like he's leaving. Let's hit the basement. Basement cleaning place. I saw a truck pull out of here this morning. So I talked last video about how they're working a lot of hours right now. I think they're working Sundays now too. Even though the storms have stopped for now. There's not another one coming until this weekend. Or like Thursday maybe. Nice that there's some more stereo components for like $300 vintage calculators in here. Okay. Okay. Look at that guy in that green car is going. Oh, maybe that's him doing the lawn mowing. That's why he was there. Maybe he's waiting for the guy with the mowers to show up. I'll check that dumpster too. A couple more over there. And there's still the alarm company dumpster, the computer repair place dumpster. All the sweet spots that I haven't hit yet. Although I was hoping to do better at those apartments. So I found some good stuff there last time. Just e-waste mostly, but like some nice brass too. Some brass like candle holders, wall mount ones that I was gonna sell. But the brass they used was really soft. I was like tightening one of the pieces up and it just broke. So I just threw both of them in my brass bucket. I'm not going to try to sell those to somebody. Especially if they're really flimsy and somebody tries to actually put them on their wall and it's a candle burning or something, and it could be really bad. They were not made in India either, which is where better quality brass items are made. It was made in Korea. So it might have been kind of a cheapo. My rear hub on this wheel hardly ever rubs anymore. That whole problem kind of went away. And I think it was related to the fact that I took the wheel off and put it back on. So I don't think it was really on there properly. The guy at the bike store told me it was a defective part, and I was starting to wonder about that. I wonder if it had more to do with improper assembly. Because it'll only make that noise now if I get this pedal at a certain angle. Can't even get it to do it now. And I took the fenders off too, which were really noisy. Printer in there, see if there's anything left in the box, cables or anything. So it rolls pretty quiet now. Nope. Sneak over here and look at this dumpster while he's on the other side of the building. I thought that was a coin, but it's just a little piece of metal. Oh, now there's people working. Looks like they're gonna oil that part of the parking lot today. And this should be done. That oil doesn't really accomplish anything from what I can tell. It doesn't fill in any of the cracks or the gouges in the pavement or anything like that. It just makes it look better. I think it's purely cosmetic. It's not actually repaving anything. It's coating it with black oil. Makes it look fresh, but it's not. Anything? It's broken. Apart. Jeez. I haven't found a piece of wire or anything. There's some nice bubble wrap in there though. That's money in my pocket. That's money that I don't have to spend. I'm not gonna have room in my bag for all this. So it's wet, but it looks pretty clean. Sure, it's on with some different chunks, maybe. If I had my tote, I probably would have grabbed all that. I gotta remember to go back and get that bike. I wonder if I should just do that now. I think that saddle alone made it worth grabbing. That looks pretty nice. These are all the trucks that destroy the roads around here. Access road here is completely destroyed. Oh, great mattress. Well, that pretty much disqualifies this entire dumpster from investigation. Okay. All right. Head over towards the alarm company. same stuff that was in here last week. Remember this piece of pipe, plastic. Just getting some good stuff out of here for a while. Talked about that in my last video. Let's come to an end. That can as a barrier so my bubble wrap doesn't get wet. I think I got all the moisture out of these cans though, pretty much. So yeah, this is kind of like my last two videos. At least I got a little bit different scenery in there for you guys. Trucks aren't usually here on Sundays. Through here real quick. I noticed in my last video I didn't look in this construction dumpster because I assumed it was the same one that I looked in the week previous, but this is a different dumpster. It has a ladder still on it. I haven't cut off the ladder on this one yet. It looks like they just smashed it in, make it harder to walk on. I'd love to cut the cord on that, but I don't know if that's it's against the wall. When it's against the wall, it's still kind of their property. Huh. Just kind of keep an eye on that. What is that? Container with some kind of scrap in there. It might be stainless steel in there. I'll get in there and check it out. We're not room in my bag, but could always take it out of the dumpster and put it off to the side and come back and get it later. There's a lot of glass, but be careful. Those sharp edges when they protrude out like that. It's not fun. That's magnetic. That would only go to steel shred at the yard where I go to. That's magnetic. That's magnetic. This is all just steel shred. I'll take that cord though. Steel. That's just a big piece of aluminum breakage in my yard. It's not worth grabbing. Perfect dismount. Another cable in there. I didn't even see that. Okay. Definitely getting our exercise today. Wow. Oh, it's painful with that lip. Oh man, that hurts. Ooh. I know I threw my snips in there somewhere. There. Okay. Okay. 2 quarts. Ow! Oh, that was not a perfect dismount. Ran my knee right into the steel wall. Oh, good times. Probably gonna be a scrapyard trip happening next week or this week, depending on whether you start your weeks on Sunday or Monday. Start mine on Monday. My world, this day is the last day of the week. Your smashed ladders won't stop me. There's nothing in here. All right, U-Haul. So close this. I think it was closed, right? Check the video on that one. I always forget. U-Haul dumpster looks pretty full, as usual. I need to be at practice in about 8 minutes. Bag's getting full. Mostly with that bubble wrap in that pan. I'm gonna check this one, then I'm gonna turn the camera off, head back to practice. After practice, I'll get that whole side of the street, film that. Go to the alarm company, the alarm install company, and there's so much stuff in here, I can't even work with it. It's impossible to deal with, it's just too much. Cut that piece of brass off, I guess. Piece of brass, be on my way. Way to band practice. Just a clothes hanger or something. Thick hose. These ones are hard to cut. I'll go with clean brass at the yard I go to. I don't mind about that little piece of rubber on there. Okay, see you guys in a couple hours. Band practice is over. It's almost 2:30. I'm gonna finish up my route. 56 degrees outside and sunny. Perfect day for this. It's a little windy. That's perfect. Seagull snuck up on him. He didn't like that. Smashed screen. Cords. A bunch of patches down there. It's kind of interesting. I grab those. They're dirty, but might clean up okay. What patches they are. I don't know. Field specialist.
go through the wash or something, I think. Bryant for uniforms. Just paper there. I'll get something. Someone who wants it a lot on eBay. They're not too dirty. Cord action here. Another one over there. That's a big cut. See, this one's almost worth. This looks like this is ever used. Screen's pretty scratched up though. The screen's beyond the point of no return. That's pretty scratched up. I don't know if I can run these through the wash. That would ruin them. That's nasty. This one is just really bad. These are pretty dirty, guys. I don't know if I can do anything with these. I'm looking at them in the sunlight. Pretty dirty. I don't know. Maybe I can clean them up a little bit. Look them up first, see if there's anything even worth messing with first. These ones back, these really trashed ones. I think I will ride this home tonight. And then I'll ride it to work tomorrow. And then I'll take my car from there to go get my truck. I did go get that Murray, that vintage Murray, my car. My bike rack's on my car too, so that was a pretty easy pickup. And that's probably the score of the day. The saddle alone will go for somewhere between $20 and $50 on eBay. The handlebars, I saw a set just like them, sold for 12 bucks plus shipping. And I also saw just the grips themselves sell for almost 20 bucks. So I guess it just depends on what level I want to part it out at. Or I could probably just flip the whole thing locally for something approaching a $50 bill. So I think I'll get 50 bucks out of it one way or the other. Nothing at the alarm place for us today. Saw a couple zip ties though, unused. Unused zip ties are good. There's another one. So put those in with my tools. Use those to tie down my tote to my bike rack, among other things. Come in handy for all sorts of stuff. Next is computer repair store, or I can stop at the landscaping place too. Take a peek in their dumpster. Sometimes there's some
broken extension cords in there. There's a car in there. That's very unusual to see someone over there on a Sunday. It's definitely a first. It's nice with the tailwind. Cruising right along on my beach cruiser. No beaches. No beaches and no peaches. Computer store. Computers. Laptops, MacBooks. iPhones. A bunch of trash bags. Bunch of trash bags. Trash. More of those steel things. I got on that one video. I think they're parts to an overhead door, but I have my tote, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna look and see if there's anything in that box real quick. Probably not gonna be able to reach it. Have to get in there. Get in. Dive training. There's a scuba diving place around here somewhere. This whole box is full of these magazines. So, cat litter. All right, I'm out of here. Litter box in here. Must have a cat in their business or something. I doubt those magazines are worth messing with on eBay. If it's something they send a whole box of too, you know, scuba place, they send you a whole box of those magazines to give out or whatever your customers. Thinking there's probably not a whole lot of value there. I went back and got that vintage Murray bicycle in my car, and I'm probably gonna part this out. I was looking up like the handlebars and the seat on eBay, and I could probably even sell these wheels and probably the crankset and the pedals, and I don't know. I want to try to see what I can do to maximize the money I can get out of this guy. I also grabbed that PS4 box while I was back there. These go for about 20 bucks on eBay, anywhere from like $10 to $20 for this particular box. There is a little bit of damage there on the corner and some residue from like the seal on the side there, but see what I can do with that. Small tote of scrap there, some scrap wire, and that aluminum pan. Magazine, this is actually old wired from 2018, May 2018, so I'll have a look at that for myself. These patches I looked up, I saw one of these Bryant patches like this listed as a vintage patch. And I saw another hat that was listed that had that patch on the front of the hat.
that was listed as a vintage hat. So I don't know, I'll probably throw these in the wash. I got a bunch of other clothes that I need to take to the laundromat here, and I'll probably throw those patches in with them, and if they clean up okay, probably gonna just lot them up and see if I can get, like, I don't know, 10-20 bucks out of them, something like that. And got this bubble wrap here, and that's about it. So about, you know, probably close to $100 worth of items. I'm thinking 50 to 60, maybe $70 of parts off this bike. 10-20 bucks for the box, a couple bucks in scrap metal, and then I got probably about $5 in bubble wrap here. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.